Welcome back to Livie's Lovelies, your inspirational craft channel, and I'm your host, Fam the Fabulous. For more ideas, inspiration, swaps, and challenges, click the link in the description below to join our craft community, the Maker Exchange, on Facebook. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. All my artists, creatives, crafters, and makers, welcome back to the Lovely Lab and welcome to our next Sip and Share. So listen, I am back from New York. I had an amazing time. Just enjoyed spending time with my aunt and one of my siblings, which is really, she's a cousin, but I was raised with her. First cousin, obviously. And so, flew in on a Friday, hung out for the weekend, flew back home in time for, to start the week off in good spirits. And so I hope this video finds you in good spirits as well, and that you are ready to find out what's going on here in the Lovely Lab. Now, if you're not familiar with the sip and share concept here on the channel, it is where I talk and share what's going on in my creative life, as well as a few updates in my personal life for those who are interested. And then here's where you find out what's coming up on the channel in the next week or so. And then a quick recap of whatever I've done off camera that I may not have shared in process form in video. So now let's start off with what I'm sipping on. What I'm sipping on while I still search for the teas that I received from Roberta. I have no idea where I put them. This is what happens when you call yourself cleaning, okay? You start organizing and you organize yourself right into a lost and found box. That's where I'm at right now. There's a few things I'm searching for, and I'm pretty sure that when I tucked it away in a place where I would normally look for it, except for that's not. I've yet to run across it. Nevertheless, this week I'm sipping on this Body Bounce Detox Tea because I need to get it together. I need to get back out. Listen, Josh just started baseball, right? And so it's right across the street from our home, the baseball fields. So, I can walk over there or I can drive over there. Josh likes walking over there because he likes to feel independent, I drive over because there's always the time where he forgets something and I've got to run like a madman, and I'm not running up hills. And so nevertheless, after his first two practices, I was wondering why my hips was hurting so bad. I'm like, was I lifting anything? I didn't go to the gym because I don't go to the gym. What? And it was because the baseball fields are below street level. So, like I can look across the street, but I don't see the baseball fields. I see the top of the trees that are on the baseball, around the baseball fields. So it's sub-level. But in order to get to them, you have to walk down a very long, maybe 50-foot, 100-foot ramp. I would say 100-foot, walkway. And you also have to walk back up it. Well, the second day he forgot his glove, so I had to run back up that thing. And so nevertheless, the day after, my hips was hurting. And it occurred to me, I am out of shape. So mama's got to get back out there on the trail, get that heart rate up, get some walking in, and also need to purify my body of some toxins and whatever else I've been putting into it by way of junk food and sodas and stuff like that. I need to get this kickstart a healthier journey. So right now I am just sipping on a detox tea. And it's not that cute and it doesn't taste that good, but I'm just encouraging you that if you, obviously you always have to talk to your health professionals, do what you can to preserve that body, all right? I'm not talking about dieting. I'm just talking about infusing it with more things that is good for it. And be honest with you, I'm learning so much more about teas and the vitamins and nutrients that you can get in your body through a tea. I don't think I paid as much attention to it in the past. But listen, I had one of these while I was eating my cookies. Speaking about, talk about an oxymoron, or should I say a contradiction. All right. Picked these up at the Dollar Tree. I picked up one for my dad and one for me. And so I'll just have two of these while I sip my tea. I'm actually not gonna have it with this tea because this tea is this is not the tea that you sip when you're like mellowing out. It's really, you drink it because you need to drink it. Okay, it's not that flavorful, but I'm gonna keep sipping it because I need to. Sometimes we do what we gotta do. All right, so I'm just moving my book off to the side. Now, before I get into the what I'm blah blah blah, I picked up a pack of stencils. I ordered some stencil blanks from Amazon to see if because there's some patterns that I want, some marks and things like that to go on my pages, jelly printing purposes, and so on and so forth. And so I'm gonna experiment with that. If I find that this is something that I'm able to do relatively easy, then I will, gift them or sell them or happy mail them or whatever. But I never, if I make one for myself, there's obviously space to make 3 more. So I will do that. And then another thing that I picked up was some translucent vellum. It says laser and inkjet, but God help me. If somebody has any tips on printing vellum, please put it in the comments below, because I went to go run this through and I don't have any settings on my printer for vellum. Not that I saw. Let's see the weight on here, 93 GSM. It's a pretty good weight. However, when I went to go run it through my printer, my printer couldn't recognize it. It slid, it pushed it right on through. And I'm like, well, if you have the ability to push it through, then clearly it's there. But I'm not a actually I was a photographic technician. When I was 19 years old, I used to work for the utility company. I temped for a company, and I worked in the copy room. Is actually what it was. It was a glorified copy room, but the copiers were enormous because they were in there to make copies of like the maps that the gas lines and the poles were on. So they were table maps. Like, you can't just take them out and look at them in your car. You'd have to put it on a big table. They sometimes would be like 5 by 6 feet, or no, 3 by 4 feet. And so I worked in I was called a reprographic technician. Well, I ain't a reprographic technician anymore. I'm 20 years out of that. Over 20, actually. So I have no idea how to, I'm going to monkey around with it, but please, can I get a shortcut? If anybody knows how to set the printer up to print these, or if there's any tips or tricks that I need to know, because I don't want to get frustrated trying to, I'll tell you about that in a minute. Let me just move right along. So that's what I purchased. I got some happy mail coming up in the video, so stay tuned for that. But now let's talk about, I've already told you what I'm sipping on, which is this Body Balance Detox Tea. Okay. And what am I watching? I am watching this show called The Sinner. Go to Netflix, figure it out for yourself. It's a mystery. It's a little bit of a thriller. Okay. Handsome guy in there. And, I'm a sucker for a handsome guy with dark hair. Tall, dark, and handsome. The tall, dark, and handsome men. Hey, I'm married. I ain't dead. Right? All right, another show I'm watching is called Vikings Valhalla. That's on Netflix too. It's not really my cup of tea, but I'm watching it little bit by little bit. Obviously it's a period drama series. I'm not really into Vikings, but I figure, it's always good to do something different, do something new, because you never know what you might enjoy or what you may be inspired by. So I'm watching it. What am I listening to? Bible verses with rain for sleep and meditation. That's what I'm listening to at night when I go to sleep. Try that. So type that into your YouTube search. Bible verses with rain for sleep and meditation. Oh my gosh, it's so relaxing. All right. So that's what I'm listening to. What am I learning? Still moving on the digital art skills a little bit at a time. I'm also trying to teach myself. I'll get into that at another time. But I like to teach myself a lot of different things. I don't have time to sit into a formal class, but I also do have to sit in a number of different classes throughout the week, ministry related classes, as well as real estate related classes. I just don't have time to sit on campus or in a university timed for my own personal creative growth. I have to do that, squeeze it in whenever I can. Sometimes 1 o'clock in the morning, sometimes 5 o'clock in the morning, sometimes 8 o'clock at night. So there's that. Now, what am I working on? My Sister Friend Journal, I'm pulling that out this week. I am working on another digital kit. I just finished up and released a couple of weeks ago, Coupled with Love, which was paying homage to the African American couples of old, here vintage style, vintage theme mixed with watercolor. So if you're looking for that, is in my Etsy shop. I'm working on another kit at the moment. It'll be in my I have no idea when that'll be done, so I don't want to put a time limit on that. I have another one coming up after that too, actually, but nevertheless, Happy Mail prep, I'll be doing that this week so I can get some Happy Mail in the postal system. Okay, now what am I planning? I am planning some weekend day trips for me and the family. Sunday afternoons, Saturday during the days. I plan to do 2 a week or 2 a month, because the other weeks of, like, I'll be able to do 2 this month and 1 next month, because there's 5 weeks. Well, there's 4 weeks in this month. Four Saturdays in this month. Yeah, and so this weekend and next weekend, this Saturday and next Sunday, we will be doing day trips. Okay, I'm just looking at my calendar as I speak. I'm also looking at craft fairs. I don't plan on being on any of the spring or summer ones, but I do want to prepare a few items to have a table for the fall ones, fall and Christmas. So I'm going to reach out to a couple of my creative friends locally to see if they want to go in on a table, because I'm not going to have enough time to create enough inventory for a whole, booth. But, I think I've got enough. I have enough creative people in my sphere that we can kind of go in together. And then also some car shows. The season is back and COVID is dwindling down, praise God, and vaccinations are up. So that being said, we can move comfortably outdoors in relatively warm weather over the next month or so, checking out the car shows. Now, of course, Mr. Joshua Chance Bowens will love that. Okay. So anyways, up next is some Happy Mail, and then I'll come back and, stay tuned. Okay, so on this part of the Sip and Share, I'm going to share with you some of the things that I picked up on my travels and the Happy Mail that I received while I was away. All right, so my sweet aunt saved this little butterfly calendar for me because she knows I love butterflies. So my intention is to create a beautiful journal to send back to her using some of these images, and probably make her a card with one on it. That's my girl. So that was the aunt that I went to go see in New York, and so it's from May 2020. I have no idea where she got this calendar from, but it was so thoughtful for her to save it for me, wasn't it? Look at that. These images are gorgeous. Ooh. That purple and yellow, man. Okay. So I will hold those, probably paste them onto some cardstock so I can work with them a little bit better. All right. And then while I was on the plane coming back, a wonderful sister gifted me a copy of one of her books, and she also signed it for me. It says, "Don't contribute to the cemetery. Die empty." That is so cute. If you, this book it's called Poor, Passing Over Opportunities Repeatedly. And she lives here in Georgia. Her name is Misty Blue Lundy. I would encourage you to go on Amazon and read the information on there. Let me just put this here real quick just so you can get an idea of what this book is about. I read the entire thing on the plane and got a chance to chat with her and her lovely sister. They were actually coming back from my home city for taking care of some family matters. And so it was a pleasure speaking with her, and I really hope to link up with them. I think the sister that I was sitting next to, I was on the outside seat. She was on the seat near the window, and her other sister was in the middle seat. And ironically, I grew up with their family 2 houses down from my house. It's just a small world. And then I found out that they were on the same flight that I was on when I came in to Rochester at the same time, but I just didn't see them. And so, we ended up getting on the same flight coming back to Atlanta, and then ended up on the shuttle to go pick up our cars. So God is good. And there are no such things as coincidences, I believe. All things are for a reason. And so I read this. It's a great little workbook. It's very insightful. It's about opportunities and taking advantage of them and preparing yourself for them, and not missing out on them, not limiting yourself, and receiving all that God has in store for you and places on your path. And so I'm not going to give too many more spoiler alerts, but here's the ISBN for those who are interested. That's her social media information, and her name is Misty Blue, and that's her publishing company. Okay. That was a blessing. And then, so we connected via Facebook, and I hope to connect with them in the near future. So God is good. And then this is what my sister made for me. Guys, look at this. Look at this gorgeous, gorgeous teacup and plate she made for me. So it says joy. There's my signature butterfly, peace, smile, and love. And you see how she's got the vintage, it looks like it's vintage imagery. Why am I not in focus here? There we go. It's got the glitter, and when she gave it to me in a gift bag with the gift, the tissue paper that we'll continue to use and use. It was the gift that kept on giving. And then the same wording is down here on this plate. So this is my official sip and share cup and saucer. Okay, I'll be able to drink a little bit more, sip a little longer using this tea. So we'll designate this for our next sip and share, but I definitely wanted to share that with you guys. That was so sweet. She made my aunt one, had a nice rainbow on there, and some butterflies. She has her own technique on how she does this, and she perfected this. I remember she was telling me she was making this for some special people, and and so she's telling me about the epoxy or resin or whatever, because we both are creatives. And so she was telling me the steps and how frustrated she was with it not coming out right. I didn't think nothing of it. I thought she was making it because she oftentimes makes gifts, makes custom items, and blesses people in her community with them. And so I'm just walking her through. The girl, don't get frustrated. Let's try it again, and so on and so forth. So it was just amazing that after she presented these to me the next day, she was like, when I was telling you about that situation, that's what that was about. And I was like, oh my gosh, so it all came together. And so that blessed my heart for sure. The whole trip blessed my heart, but that definitely was something for me, and based on knowing that that's what I love. Now in the mail came this package. Now I'm just going to give you a corner. Look at that butterfly. So in the mail came this little package here. And this is from one of the members of our Facebook group, I do believe. She was getting rid of some items, selling off some items. And so I saw this lace in one of her baskets, and I'm like, what did you do with that wide band lace? I've never seen anything like it. It was gorgeous. So she was like, if you want, I'll send you some. And I'm like, yeah, but let me know what you want to charge me for it, and I'll send you the money. And she said, give me your address. And I sent her my address, and said, let me know what you want for it. And she never charged me. She just sent it. That was so kind and so beautiful. Oh my goodness, look at that. This is pockets, guys. This is like the side of a journal here. This is the base this is a card base, the front of a card, the go on the base of a card. And she sent a plenty amount of it too. Okay, so then she also sent create your own dinosaur sticker books. Oh my gosh, my son would love this. So my grandson. I think I'm going to send this to my grandson. Our grandson, yes. Sayer is his name. It's Josh's oldest brother's son. And I just happened to go on Facebook today. I saw him at, I want to say it's like one of the science museums back home. And it looks like They were checking out the dinosaur display, so I'm going to save that for him, send that to him. I'm sure he'll love it just as much as we would here. And I got some little epoxy letters that I can certainly use to spell out in some words on some mixed media. Okay. And I will be using this lace on some new project. So we'll wait and see. Oh, I know what I can use it on. My journal. My sister friend journal. Well, it's going to go in my sister friend journal anyways because it's a product from... It's a gift from a sister friend, a sister creative, right? So anyways, guys, I just wanted to share that bit with you, and so we'll move along with the sip and share. All right, stay tuned. All right, so Josh just came back from the mailbox with this package for me from our good friend Miss Beverly from Beverly Creates here on YouTube. And this is quite possibly a little head accessory that I purchased from her. She was so kind to allow me to purchase it because I don't even know if she makes these to sell. I think she just makes them so that you know, for the special people. But you know, I loved what I saw, so I had to beg. And, you know, in begging I mean, please tell me how much you'll charge me for that. Oh my gosh, now listen, y'all know, first off, let me just say this. Beverly, thank you so much for allowing me to get that from you. I love to see handcrafted loveliness, and I'm a hat wearer. I'm a headpiece wearer, so when I saw it on your head when you're showcasing it, I was like, I gotta have it. And so thank you so much for allowing me to get that from you, so I can have a little piece of Beverly Lee's creations. So this is not something that I purchased. This is something that our good friend is kind and as generous as she is sent me. And y'all know I'm always talking about my lack of dyes. My dye game is pretty weak. So she sent that to me. And let's see what else she put in here. Ooh, some napkins. Oh, this is so exciting. Oh, another dye. The glue gun. Oh, and she knows I use the glue gun. Oh, I can't wait to pull these out and use them. I got an idea for that. Okay, so I love a good decoupage stash builder, okay? These are gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that. Make sure you take that second ply off, folks. That is so pretty. Let me bring my light up a little bit. All right, then we have this one with the fine herbs. That is cute. These are going to make great additions to... Oh, how pretty is that with the burlap? And these look like cherry blossoms. I may be wrong. Not sure. Oh my, a castle and butterflies. Bring that up for y'all. Look at that. That would make a nice retreat. A craft retreat, right, ladies? And this is... The color in this is so vibrant. This will require like a page by itself. You know what I mean? Oh, it's gorgeous. I'm so glad that it's both two-sided. I'll use it endlessly. And then we have this. Thank you so much, Beverly. That is stunning. Oh, you kind of just want to make that the art, right? Wonderful idea. That's a good idea for my next lovely canvas challenge. All right, and so without further ado, drum roll, please. Ooh. So, faith, hope, love. 1 Corinthians 13 and 13. Let me see if y'all can see that. Let me bring it up close. I love that bag. Oh, that is so pretty. Such nice packaging. I feel honored. Oh, ooh, 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 ooh. So how it goes. I have to ask her how to wrap it, but the way she had it on her head was absolutely amazing. So I think she put it up on the back like so. put that part on her head, and then I think she tied this around at the top. But honey, this also make a good hood in the wintertime and a scarf. That's awesome. And it's a beautiful cream color, so you can look a little chic in the cold weather. Now, our cold weather is hitting and missing here in Georgia, but I will be sporting that loveliness as soon as possible. So, anyways, that is what I got from my good friend Bev of Beverly Creates. A link to her channel will be down below for those who want to go over there. She does a sip and stitch. I'm not sure if she always does it with friends or if it's sometimes with her by herself. But if you're into crocheting and yarn art, go check her out. Link below. All right. Okay, so that wraps up this week's Sip and Share. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope that you are off to a great week and that you are looking forward to an amazing weekend whenever you see this video. And don't forget the Index Card Art Challenge series / whatever you want to call it. It is going on. It's going strong. And I hope that you guys will join us. We are on week 11. Well, Beloved, that'll be coming up next. Weeks 9 and 10 will have aired possibly before this or directly after this video. And don't forget, we have the Maker Exchange, which is our Facebook group that I'm happy to share with you creatives, that you can be a part of our community over there. And if you have, little images and pictures of your stuff that you want to show and share, that's a great place. And so there's a link to that below as well. Listen, until we are back together here on YouTube and Patreon, I want you to stay encouraged, stay blessed, stay creative and crafty. Get yourself some good tea that'll heal your body. Bye for now. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Hit subscribe to join the crafty community, and be sure to click the bell for notifications of new uploads. Thank you so much for watching. Now stay tuned for more from Livie's Lovelies, your inspirational craft channel. Bye for now.